All right, welcome to a Deliciously Nothing podcast that supports local music and comedy. I'm filling in this week for Sloan, and this is my good friend.
Hey, Nick Weir.
And I'm Reverend Muffington. I'm not even drunk yet.
I know, and dude, you look like a ghost in the video,
shit.
dude. You don't even look real right now,
so,
dude.
You know,
I'm trying to pull him out.
We have a way to get the remote. So while we're doing this, ladies and gentlemen,
you look like Thanos, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's been gone for 2 years from the show. He's back all the way from Kentucky, motherfucking Cat Daddy 55.
Yay!
I was writing the prayer when out of the blue I could see 24 Indians are starting to close up on me. Now I never carry a gun. There was no place I could run, so I cried for help. And along came Hopalong Cassidy, African Billy the Kid. Now I'd have been lost if they hadn't shown up like they did. And there was even Doc Holliday, Buffalo Bill, Jesse James, and 24 cavalry, but I can't remember their names. Well, I was safe in my cabin, thinking of going to bed. And an Indian tomahawk stuck in the wall by my head. I looked out the window and saw, well, there were 36 Indians or more. So I cried for help. And along came Hopalong Cassidy, African Billy the Kid. I'd have been lost if they hadn't shown up like they did. And there was even Doc Holliday, Buffalo Bill, Jesse James, and 24 cavalry, but I can't remember their names. One day I was caught, taken to sea, running there. But we got on so well that he told me I could stay there. According to Indian law, I could have me a choice of a squaw. I needed no help. But along came Hopalong Cassidy, African Billy the Kid. I'd have been fine if they hadn't shown up like they did. And there was even Doc Holliday, Buffalo Bill, Jesse James, and 36 cavalry, but I can't remember their names. Bum, bum, bum.
All right, dude.
Oh, thank you very much, man. Thank you. You're a wonderful crowd.
Thank you. All right. Next, please give it up for this guy. He's come all the way from Louisville, Ken Ray.
Alright, well, I recently broke up with my girlfriend. I was helping her move furniture, and well, I found her stash of dildos. Now, I thought I was pretty good at throwing the D, but come to find out when I looked in that box, everything took 3 or 4 D-sized batteries. So I confronted her about it, and I said, "What's up?" She said, "Well, you're like a Dollar Tree battery. You work, but you usually die a little early. That's why everything in this is energizers." And say it with me, because we know energizers keep going and going, and you smiled, that means you have a stash at your house. So being single again, I guess I got to go back and start masturbating to my nun again. I had to stop because it was a really bad habit. You non-Catholics can Google that punchline later. Speaking of masturbation and Jesus, do you think he ever looked at that hole in his hand and went, "I could do that"? Now, I went to an all-boy Catholic school, and I remember Sister Rose, she taught our sex education class. And she's like, "Gentlemen, to make sure your girlfriend doesn't get pregnant, abstinence is key." And I went, "Well, what about anal?" That got me beat. Then she was like, "Now, gentlemen, the key to life is sperm. And we know that sperm is glucose, and glucose is mostly a sugar." And I went, "Sister Rose, did you teach this class to the all-girls school last week?" She's like, "Well, yes." And I said, "Well, that explains why I ain't got a blowjob in a week, because my girlfriend's diabetic, and now she's scared." So, yeah, that got me. There we go. So, yeah, that got me beat. Father Tom was one of them old-school monks that wore that curtain rod rope around his waist. And when he'd get mad before he'd hit you, he'd get that thing a-spinning, and that rope would start singing. And it was like, "Unum Domine, I'm going to beat thy ass today." Whap! Well, you know me, I'm a smart ass. I was like, "Father Tom, other cheek." So he gave me detention, and I had to go hang up pictures of Jesus in all the classrooms. And when I got done, he said, "Well, Mr. Kenny, did you learn anything?" I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "It only took one fucking nail to hang him this time." So he made me an altar boy for a while, and I remember being an altar boy, and we're working the confessional booth one time, and he's like, "Sister Rose, I need you to work confession." She's like, "I can't do that." He's like, "Look, I got to take a holy shit, and I got to go. Whatever their sin is, there's a flow chart on the wall, and you just match it up with their penance." Well, no sooner than he leaves, this guy walks in, and he goes, "Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. I've just gotten the 3 best blowjobs of my life." And she's over there, and she's looking at the chart, and she's like, "Blowjob, blowjob, I don't see it." "Altar boy Kenny." And I went, "Yes, ma'am. What's Father Tom give for a blowjob?" And I went, "Usually no homework for a week." Now somebody said, "You shouldn't make fun of Jesus. He's going to get mad." Screw him. What's he going to do? Give me food poisoning the next time I take Holy Communion? Now I want you to think about Holy Communion. Is that not the most cannibalistic thing you've ever heard of? "Eat of my flesh, drink of my blood." You're in 2nd grade. "But it's the body of Christ, you must." "No, I'm full." "What? Father Tom done gave me a cream pie." "Oh, stop it, you perverts. It was a little Debbie." At least I think that's what her name was. And then, do you really think Jesus is going to waste his second coming on a dirtbag like me? Besides, when he descends from heaven, we're going to hear him because of the holes in his feet. He'll sound like a World War II bomb. Boom, where's he at? He shows up to the comedy club, and I'm like, "Hey, Jesus." Knock, knock. He runs away because he's triggered. He's the only fucking prophet in history with PTSD now. Then I got something else I want to talk about, the Immaculate Conception. Do you believe that story? I don't. I think it was Mary and Joseph. They were spooning, and a little pre-cum snuck up in her. But they had to make up something. Now, if that was a true story, do you think Joseph ever got mad at God? You know, it's like, "Hey, fucker, I'm a carpenter. I'm raising your kid. Can't I get a better job?" So the last thing I'm going to leave you with is this. If you never sin, then Jesus died for nothing. Folks, that's my time. Y'all have a good one.
It's a true
gang,
statement.
All right, come on, sit down here
man.
again. Ken Ray, everybody.
So I'm a little confused. So,
We gotta dissect here.
so what is your? Were you once religious and no longer religious?
12 years Catholic school.
Right on.
True altar boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was, because when I first met you, you're like, hey, can I do Jesus jokes? And I thought that you were like going to do clean comedy, which by far.
You said Jesus jokes earlier.
Rev was disappointed.
No.
Not at all.
No, that was actually good. And actually, that last line should be a fucking T-shirt, man. You should sell that, man.
Yeah.
So, but this was fun. I'm definitely going to be ready back for next week, and we'll keep it going.
Do you drink? Do you want to do a shot?
I got to drive, brother.
Right on.
So that's my rule.
Well, I'm with a bunch of non-drinkers, and
I
I've
know.
got to hold up the cause.
You
All
all
right.
can drink
I'll
mine,
do it.
so-
Cheers
I'll
to
do it.
you.
All right.
Alright.
If we got to twist your arm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, give it up for
There you go.
Test his yo-yo.
Oh, shit, yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
hey, man, I'm not skilled at this. There we go.
So what's the Louisville comedy scene?
Louisville's got several clubs that are actual comedy clubs. There's the Caravan, Planet of the Tapes, Laugh Louisville.
Yep.
And then you've got Louisville Comedy Club.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a couple of folks up there that put on shows in different bars all over town. Usually every night there's an open mic somewhere in Louisville, so you can get
That's
stage
awesome.
time while you're up there. Most of it's 3 to 5 minutes, but depending on where it is. We do a lot of feedback nights too, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
all the comics can sit there and,
Workshop. it,
work each
essentially.
other.
Nice. That's good.
That's dope.
I've been to Louisville before recently, and I liked it a lot, and the scene was really cool.
Yeah, you said you were just at High Horse, so there's
Yes.
usually a show at one of the clubs, and then there's usually a bar show afterwards. So, like tomorrow night, I'll be at Kaiju. That's a bar in Louisville, and
Okay.
it's fun.
Nice.
Nice.
So what's your worst Catholic school story?
Oh my God. I think I just did them all.
Right on.
No, that'd be about it. That's my worst
Okay.
Catholic stuff.
Right.
31 years in the fire department. I have a whole set that I do with that. I'm a nut cancer survivor, so I've got a whole set with that.
You have one
Wow,
nut?
dude.
I have no nuts.
Oh,
Yeah,
right
no
on.
nuts.
So when they gave them to me, they gave me prosthetics. And he said, they're like super balls. And I said, great, I'm the only fucking guy I know who can play jacks by himself.
Are they still in there?
Oh, no, they're gone now. I've got a
Oh.
whole new implant and everything. I actually have a Bluetooth penis.
Right
It's
on.
programmed in my phone. So when I swipe left, it gets hard, and swipe right, it goes down. But when I first got it, I was doing my rehab, and it's like left, right, left, right, left, right, and I realized I'm the only guy that can masturbate with his thumb.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love the
I don't
direction
know.
technology is going in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now what sucks is I can't let a lady have my phone. So I'm like, hey baby, how you doing tonight? She was like, not tonight. Swipe right. And I'm like,
Or have her
"Fuck."
send you to the ER.
Yeah.
Just be like constantly.
How much did all this cost?
I'm a veteran, and so I lost it through cancer, so it's absolutely free for me.
Okay.
So that's a good thing.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, fire
Hell yeah,
department.
dude.
When he said that he
Thank
was
you
a
for your
veteran,
service.
I thought he
Fire
lost it in a
department
war.
check.
I was just like-
No. So that's it. We appreciate all your time, and we'll be back next
All
week.
right.
So what's your upcoming gigs?
I've got next week here, Tuesday night, I'll be in Louisville for Louisville Comedy Club.
Oh,
And
nice.
then after that, I'm kind of taking a break because I've got surgery again coming up.
Mhm.
One last
Okay.
thing. So I'm pretty much done for the year.
Are you gonna do your fireman bit next week?
I will do my fireman bit just for you next week.
Yeah.
You're having surgery and then coming back.
No, I'm gonna be here, and then right after that, I'm having surgery.
Surgery.
He's
Okay.
having surgery here.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought you were. I thought you were having a quick turnaround. Like
Between
what?
all these fucking joints, I'll be already got it cut on me all day long now.
I'll
I'm
help
happy.
take you there, sir.
It doesn't take
Cheers
much.
to
Yeah.
that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Cat Daddy.
There we go. Helps when you do the right key. Well, come along, everyone. I'll be singing a song about a cold beer. Cold beer. I want a cold beer. Get your cold beer now. Daddy wants a cold beer. Daddy wants a cold beer now. no cold beer. I want a cold beer. Get your cold beer now. Walking along, singing a song about cold beer. The cold beer. I want a cold beer. Get your cold beer now. Daddy wants a cold beer. Daddy wants a cold beer now. Cold beer. I want a cold beer. Get your cold beer now. I got a quick one for Mr. Ken.
Yeah.
Well, he's the world's greatest sinner. Oh, he's the world's greatest sinner.
All right.
And the sinner is a winner. You know he's a no beginner. Rotten to the core, you can say no more. He's the world's greatest sinner. He's the world's greatest sinner. The world's greatest sinner. And the sinner is a winner. Well, he sure ain't no beginner.
Did you bring a whole
Rotten to
pizza?
the core, you can say no more. He's the world's greatest sinner. Now if you had never seen before, you know what I mean. You can see the sinner walking across your floor. Well, he's the meanest person that you'll ever see. He's the world's greatest sinner. He's the world's greatest sinner. And the sinner is a winner. Oh, he sure ain't no beginner. Rotten to the core, you can say no more. Rotten to the core, you can say no more. He's the world's greatest sinner.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thank you very much again. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Fucking that is awesome. All right. Wait, am I bringing up the next guy?
Somebody
Is
should.
it me?
I'll do it.
You
The
do
next
it.
comedian here from Georgia, Ruben Reyes Roman.
Woo! Yeah.
How's it going, Nashville?
Hey.
Cool. You know, you just mentioned that I live in Georgia. And when I moved there, I had a hard time when people would say, bless your heart. What are you supposed to say to that, right? Like, yeah, you too. But then my buddy, he said, no, when they say bless your heart, they mean it like blessings, like Tweety birds on your mom's Facebook wall. And once in a while, somebody's like, fuck you. And Georgia is the peach state, right? So there's this breakfast place near my house. It's called All My Georgia Peaches. My wife and I, we like it, but we call it All My Georgia Bitches. So this Saturday morning, still in bed, hungover, half asleep, I meant to say, honey, would you like some peach cobbler from that place that you love? Well, what came out was, want some bitches? Yeah, there were no peaches in my house that day. There was one bitch, though. Something else I didn't get when I moved to Georgia was why people lose their shit over a piece of fried chicken inside of a biscuit. And I guess in Nashville, if it's hot, even better, right? So I went to Chick-fil-A. So packed and crowded, but so efficient, I'm thinking, Mr. Chick-fil-A, you should run for Congress. I mean, or, you know what we should do? We should have Chick-fil-A run the DMV. I mean, they're the same. They both get a ton of people. They want you to pay cash. And you go to the bathroom, they both smell like chicken farts. So I got my first chicken biscuit. I unwrapped it. I smelled it. I started salivating because I'm fat. And then I had my first bite, and I was like, fuck, bless your heart. Speaking of Congress, I was so happy last year when the political campaigns were over in Georgia. Now, I don't give a shit who anybody votes for. I was just so tired of the ads. They were everywhere. I mean, I went to this website I go to every day. It's, what's it called? Pornhub. So I got there, and there's usually this lady saying, are you looking for hot single moms in your area? But they changed that. And now she said, are you looking for hot single moms in your area? Because Joe Biden's inflation has your wife too depressed, and she doesn't want to fuck you anymore. And I'm like, yeah, it's not because I'm fat. How am I doing on time? Am I all right?
You can do what you want, man.
There you go. So I have a sleep apnea. Anybody here know what sleep apnea is? Yeah? There you go. It's like every time you try to sleep, you sound like Darth Vader with COVID. Like, it's because I'm fat. In fact, I heard that in some places of Alabama, South Carolina, and I think Wisconsin, if they ask me to go up 2 flights of stairs, that's a hate crime. So anyway, I have a sleep apnea. My throat closes up on me up to 20 times a minute every night. It's like the world's stupidest non-consensual suicide attempt. I can't even go camping. Not that I go camping much, but I couldn't if I wanted to. Because I'm afraid that if a bear hears me in the middle of the night, he's gonna mistake my snoring for sexy bear. So I'm gonna leave you with this. A couple of months ago, it was on the news that right here in Nashville, Tennessee, a guy checked into a hotel. You probably heard this story. A guy checked into a hotel, and then he was woken up in the middle of the night by the hotel manager, who broke into his room, and he was sucking on his toes. Deliciously nothing. You guys didn't hear me. He was sucking on his toes. I mean, I'm a very positive person. I'm trying to find the best thing about it. Maybe when he checked in, he was like, you know, I got a rash in my pinky. If that was the case, fucking outstanding customer service, right? But otherwise, it's so creepy. You know what makes it even worse? The plural. He was sucking on his toes. The guy didn't go for the one little piggy. He went for the whole farm. And you know I got a liquor like that at home? Yeah, my dog, when she wants to go out in the middle of the night, she'll come over, she'll lick my toes, and I wake up, and a little later I'll take her out. But you know what the difference is? She doesn't get any sexual pleasure from that. I know, because when she comes over and she licks my toes and I wake up and right before I take her out, I always come before her. Thank you guys, I'm Ruben Reyes.
Ruben Reyes. Roman.
I fucking
up,
love
dude?
you, man. I fucking love this guy.
Thank you.
So I'm surprised
So
you
funny.
heard about that story. Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and there's a dude sucking your feet?
No.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's like the craziest.
Do you sleep with socks on?
I
That's like
mean,
the real question. Is that like,
I would attack that man, dude.
I let it flow.
I don't-
Depends if he was any good. Depends if he was any good.
So where from Georgia are you from?
Calhoun, Georgia.
Okay.
Kind of like in between Chattanooga and Atlanta.
Yep.
So I do comedy in Atlanta, Chattanooga. I've done it in Japan, Wisconsin. So yeah.
There's a Buc-ee's there.
You're very.
There's a
false.
very big Buc-ee's there.
There's a
Yes.
Buc-ee's there.
Yeah.
I've been to that Buc-ee's many
Where?
times.
Right by
Calhoun,
Calhoun,
Georgia.
Oh, okay. Well, he's in Japan.
Nick is brought to you by Buc-ee's.
I am,
So,
usually.
yeah.
So I've seen your stickers on the back of people's fucking cars and shit. Are you just going around sticking them on people's cars?
I've seen them on urinals and bars here in Nashville.
That's probably Nick
Yeah,
too.
That's probably Nick.
I'm not putting them on people's cars. People are putting them on their cars.
Okay. Well, they're getting around. I haven't seen because it's like you can tell it's not the Buc-ee's when you look and you're like, fucking Nick.
You put one of his stickers on your car.
I have one on my car.
I put one on my face.
I do put them all over downtown, though.
He does, yeah. I've seen him at Uptown like everywhere.
I guess that's why Buc-ee's has a big parking lot, right? It's a good opportunity for that.
True.
Yep.
It's a whole roll.
What got you into comedy?
I've always liked it. You know, I started doing it when I was almost 44, 2 years ago.
No shit. Right
Yeah,
on.
I'm gonna be 46 in November. So I started in Spanish because I'm Mexican, and then after that I started doing that in English, and it's been a ride. I mean, we produced shows for Mexican comedians. I got to open for a Mexican act. I did 20 minutes for 900 people, and I killed. That was
Nice.
yeah, yeah. It was
Hell
really
yeah.
good in center stage with La Cotorrisa. They're pretty famous Mexican act.
Now,
This year.
do you have can you tell a difference if you do your act in Spanish as if you do your act in English? Is there a difference?
Well, you can just translate it. You gotta make sure that you're looking for the right word so the message will come across
Right.
Yeah.
correctly. I also want to make sure I'm not saying something that I'm gonna trip while I'm pronouncing that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
people are
yeah.
gonna look into that instead of the joke. So yeah, it takes a little bit of thought, but I love it. I just love it.
That's great.
Thank you for having me.
This was fantastic.
I was very excited to come here.
Yes, that was very
No, we love. Who's your favorite comedian?
I'm gonna say probably Tom Segura.
All right.
Yeah, Tom Segura
Great
in
choice.
English, and in
Now,
Mexico,
do you like
Franco.
skinny Tom or do you like fat Tom?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then in Spanish, definitely Franco Escamilla. That guy fills stadiums, and yeah, he's really good.
I just love the way him and Bert have that thing where they go
Yep.
back and forth.
Yeah.
And that thing where Tom Segura dressed up like Claude Van Damme, and then at the end he's like, I think he like stabbed Bert to death. Like he had some like morbidly obese dude as Bert, and he just like started just shanking him as Claude Van Damme. It's the weirdest thing. If you haven't seen it, you definitely gotta see it.
So funny.
Yeah.
All right, well, Ruben, we do appreciate you.
Thank
You
you.
were fantastic.
Oh,
Thank
what's your
you.
upcoming
You were
gigs?
great.
Yeah. So this Tuesday, we're going to a new venue in Atlanta, Viva Lounge. It's for Spanish shows.
Okay.
And then on the 16th, I'm going back to the Skull, the Laughing Skull in Atlanta. And then I've got another show there's the Latino Night Live, which is the monthly open mic in Spanish. That's second Thursday of the
So
month.
cool.
And then, there's probably another show by the end of the month. So yeah, it's pretty active.
Nice.
Thank you, guys.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Thank you, Ruben.
All right.
One more time for Ruben, everybody. Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Cat Daddy 55.
That guy was fucking fantastic.
Did this one at sound check. This one I actually wrote. I'm a boring folkie, I'm singing boring songs. I'm manically depressive, I just don't get along. My music has no meaning, my songs are all a joke. They never make much money, that's why I'm always broke. Now I'm a boring folkie, I stay in bed all day. I do not have a day job to pass the time away. I'm living with my girlfriend, she helps me pay the rent. Before she gets her paycheck, I've got her money spent. Now I'm a boring folkie, I never do rehearse. So every time you hear this song, it sounds a little worse. My songs just keep on droning, sometimes they never end. The only ones who like me are my family and friends. Now I'm a boring folkie.
Yay!
Oh, God. All right. Please give it up for this next guy coming all the way from Georgia, Art Martin.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
So British people are annoying. Personally, I hate it when they're all like, "What? Why do Americans use a fork? I've always used a spoon." Yeah, fuck them. I hate them. I have autism. I found out in the 2nd grade. I think the world would be a better place if everyone was autistic. That's why it's real important. I need you guys to keep getting those COVID boosters for me. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. A constant struggle is deciding whether to tell someone I have autism. Like, it should be obvious, but people are always surprised. They're like, "Oh shit, I just thought you were a shooter. That's why I was being really nice to you." Then they start handling me with kid gloves. It's really kind of patronizing. I know it's just because they've heard tale of my retard strength. But nobody ever talks about my special needs cock. Is it big? Is it small? You'll never know because there's no stereotype yet. And that's why you should have sex with me, guys. Fuck yeah. As an Asperger-ass boy, I have to research how to do basic social shit. Like, I've seen videos how to walk correctly. There's footage on the internet of how to lift food to your mouth in a convincing manner. What I've yet to find a resource for is how to subtly hint you'd like to tie someone up by their feet and whip their balls until they come all over their own face. It's an unwieldy Google search. You won't find it. I've tried. And by the way, as a straight dude, I could still appreciate a great ass, no matter the gender of that ass. Like, I mean, a round rump is a plump piece. Does it really matter whose it is? As long as it makes that nice upside down heart shape when you're hitting it from the back? Like, come on, guys. I'm not gay, but come on, guys. The other day, I asked my lesbian friend what kind of women she was into, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know, Art. Probably the same type of chick as you." And I found that really interesting, that she was attracted to any female that gives me attention. I like how a lot of young women nowadays are dyeing their hair gray, because they don't realize it's just going to make dudes their age want to fuck old people. Another interesting phenomenon is women in their 60s and 70s dyeing their hair wild colors like purple or green. It's as if she's saying, "Hold on just a minute, young man. I can have mental illness too." Fuck yeah. I have a question for the guys in the audience. Are you supposed to trim your nipple hair? Yeah, no? If you want to. Well, it's getting pretty long. I've been thinking of alternative options, like maybe I could twist it up and put like a bead on the end, or do one of those circle braids to make my areolas pop. Yeah. All right, fuck yeah. Dating is hard nowadays. Motherfuckers out here talking to like 10 different people. 10 people. 10. Then they go to their therapist. "Why do I have commitment issues? Why am I anxious all the time?" Shit, I'd have anxiety about committing too if I had to end things with 6 of those other people. Just stick to 3 side chicks like the rest of us. I was talking to my buddy, and he was like, "Art, sometimes it seems like you just have a bunch of stock responses to shit that people say to you." And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome." All right, that one works a lot of the time. I'm a crypto Christian. Do you guys know what that is? It means that I have faith and pray every day that Bitcoin will go up again. way things are going, I might be a crypto Buddhist pretty soon here. Guys, that's a joke. I've never owned Bitcoin except to buy drugs on the internet. Hell yeah. I want to have kids someday. I want to beat the shit out of them so they'll become really good at something. Think about it. The Jackson 5, great. The Beach Boys, amazing. Tiger Woods, the greatest of all time. You just got to get them started early and teach them that failure has consequences. You want a king of pop? You got to pop a kid. Hell yeah. How much time do I have left? Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, all right. I'm sick of people coming up to me after the show like, oh, I work with special needs people. Bitch, I don't know you. I still have autism. It didn't go away. You guys know what a Prince Albert is, right? Yeah, it's like a little ring-type piercing on the tip of your penis. Well, there's a story behind it. Prince Albert originally had that so he could hang his cock on one side of his pants leg to enhance his dick print. But whenever I tell people that, I get kicked out of Claire's. All right. Yeah, I think I'll end it on this one. I had to stop watching porn recently. I've just been using my imagination when I'm whacking it. I'm pretty good at it, though, mostly because of that time I walked in on my parents. No, but I had to stop watching porn. Like, it's the titles, man. They're like soap operas. It's absurd. I saw one the other day called Big Tiss Stepmother Watches Son Get Fucked by BBW Aunt. And FaceTimes her monster cock ex-husband while he's cucking his current supersized BBW huge knocker's wife. And their stacked daughter's third MILF plump step thick cousin POV teaches you to jack off while she's stuck in the lawnmower handle. Blacked. Dude, the plot on this one was crazy. You won't believe what happens next. They all meet up in the garage and an orgy ensues. But no one blood related has sex, all right? I don't watch perv shit, okay? All right, thanks, guys. I've been Art Martin.
Yes! Martin! I fucking love this guy, too! Welcome to the show.
What's up, dude?
Dude, you are the shit, man. You should be at Skankfest right now.
Oh, shit.
Do you want a slice of pizza?
Not right now. Thank you.
So, the end of your set, you kind of walked me into some childhood trauma. Has anybody walked into their parents actually having sex?
I've heard my parents having sex several times.
No.
I've heard it.
I'm sorry.
So when I was a kid, I was in ninth grade, and I didn't think my parents were home. So I walked into their bedroom. Now, my mom is built like Cat Daddy. My stepfather is built like Art. And when I walked in, my mother was upside down on her shoulders, and my stepfather was jackhammering her. And as a kid, ninth grade, a freshman, I walk in there, and I see this shit, man. I'm just like, what? I didn't know they were home. And I see that, I was like, what the fuck? I've tried my damnedest to, like, to push that down, and I can, but then somebody will bring something like that up. And so when he said that just walked me right into, like, parents jackhammering, and it's just, you can't get rid of it, man. Like, trauma is like a serious fucking thing, man.
It is, dude. Trauma is real.
But you guys never had that pleasure?
No.
That's a
maybe I should write a
family tradition right there.
It seems like it. So what got you into comedy, man?
I've been, like, watching comedy from an early age, but I was always like, I want to do that. I feel like I was writing jokes for like 5 years before I even stepped on stage. It was like getting over that mental hump of like going up for the first time. Yeah.
I was going to ask you if you're really autistic, but I think you really are.
Indeed.
Dude, we all got some tism, dude. I got some tism.
I feel
don't
that.
know what it is, though.
I definitely feel that. Yeah, I feel that.
Exactly.
Appreciate your allyship.
Who are some of your favorite comedians then?
The guy who really got me like thinking like, hey, I could do that. That would be cool. Like Dimitri Martin, like seeing his shit on Comedy Central, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I want to do this.
Because it's so unconventional too.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Do you drink?
Yeah.
Okay. So like we haven't been drinking the last couple of guests, and I haven't really thought about it.
I'll do a shot.
I'm ready to get fucking trashed after this last week, and I'm just now drowning my fucking phone.
And now you.
It's all right.
Lick your phone.
Hey, man, it's okay. The shit that phone has seen, man, if you only knew.
That's true.
There we go. I will pass this on to you, sir. Thank you for coming out to the show. Do you want a shot?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Do you want a shot?
I'll do one, yeah.
Good time.
Art, what do you got coming up, man?
I got a show in Blacksburg, Virginia on the 5th. And then a show in Knoxville on the 6th at the Frog Juice Kombuchery.
Oh, I know that one, yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Did you say a kombuchery?
Yeah.
I was processing that too. What is it? What is a kombuchery?
It's Knoxville. They got
yeah.
all manner of shit, sober
All
spaces
manner of
and
shit.
stuff.
Can you get like a flight of kombucha where they just give you like little mini pints of different
I think
kinds
so.
of kombucha?
Yeah.
I think you can get a kombucha flight there.
I mean, it's a college town.
Oh, did we do the shot? Oh, fuck.
UT.
It's okay.
There you go.
I thought you'd already done it. It's
Cheers.
kind of hiding. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Well, do you have any like horror stories on the road? Anything?
Not really that comes to mind immediately.
No dead hookers in the hotel room?
Not yet.
All right. Give it time, right? All right. Hey, Art, thank you very much.
Yeah,
for
dude,
coming.
you're a fucking killer.
Yeah, you are great, man. Fucking thank you for coming out. Hey, we got dates in November. You guys come out. All right. One more time for Cat Daddy.
Cat Daddy.
Your first guy has me thinking in such bad. You would have appreciated this song if you.
Are you religious, Cat Daddy?
Not one bit.
Okay. All right.
Just stops the show.
That halts. That's it. No, just kidding. Now this train is going straight to hell.
Woo!
This train is going straight to hell.
Yeehaw!
All you sinners ride for free, won't you come along with me? This train is going straight to hell. This train runs on a one-way track. This train runs on a one-way track. This train runs on a one-way track. All you sinners won't come back. This train is going straight to hell. Now Satan, he is the engineer. Satan, he is the engineer. Satan is the engineer. Runs this train on rails of fear. Satan, he is the engineer. I used to be a righteous man. I used to be a righteous man. Now I used to be a righteous man till the devil took my hand. I used to be a righteous man. Now this train is going straight to hell. Now this train is going straight to hell. All you sinners ride for free, won't you come along with me? This train is going straight to hell. Oh, this train is going straight to hell.
All right, Cat Daddy, come have a seat with us for just 1 second, sir. All right. I am gonna have another shot. We're waiting on you. It's all good. Take your time.
I'm glad he's singing that guitar off. I can see the full shirt now.
I know. I've been wondering what it was.
Oh, it's there.
That is a.
Hope it doesn't fall.
That is a Cat Daddy shirt.
That is a
dude.
Cat Daddy shirt. Like
That
if you thought of something and his
If
name
you want
is
to put
Cat
it in a
Daddy.
case, like, we got time.
Cat Daddy, do you drink? Would you like to have a
I
shot?
do. Sadly, I do not drink anymore, as I found out last week.
Oh.
You know what Johnny Walker Blue is, right?
Yeah.
$75 for a shot in
Sure.
a nice hotel. I got sicker than a freaking dog.
Oh. Well.
So
all right. Well.
doesn't go with my medicine.
Okay. Yeah, I hear that. I was on Xanax for a while for anxiety, and boy, if you had a couple more shots than you should have with that shit, man,
You're
dude.
down for like 2
Well,
days.
no, I would like phase shift. You ever phase shift and like
Yes.
wake up in Mexico? I mean, it's just one of those things. Oh, so
I have not, but I have woken up in Nick's bedroom. All right.
I can only imagine. I've heard a few people waking up in
It was okay.
to Nick's bedroom, waking up
Bedroom.
with Nick.
Just,
Do you suck toes?
Oh yes,
Do you
dude.
suck toes?
Dude, if I like a woman, yes.
I'll take $100 from
Yes.
you. but
I'm just
we'll do
saying
that.
toes. Like, do you have like a Tarantino thing where it's just toes?
No, not just toes.
Is that a Tarantino thing?
Everything.
Dude, have you not seen the Tarantino movie?
Oh.
No?
So
Fun.
next time you watch a Tarantino movie, just count how many toes you see in a movie. Think of Juliette Lewis and From Dusk to Dawn, right?
I like Julia.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Uma Thurman in the car, wiggle your big toe.
Yeah.
All right. Someone pull it by into B or whatever.
All right.
So many good ones. Django. Dude.
So the last time that we saw you was right before the pandemic or right after the pandemic?
Just before the pandemic.
Right before the
It
shutdown.
was maybe a month, and then all of a sudden, you can't do anything.
So that was an interesting time, and for everybody, but it was actually really kind of good for this show because we were able to actually book where other people weren't booking at all,
Right.
and we didn't give a fuck about the pandemic. Not that we didn't give a fuck about it, but I mean, it's just like any other thing. But we'll really get political about anything. Let's not. But I mean, have you been writing? Have you been doing anything with a band? I mean, what have you been doing?
I've been doing solo acoustic shows, what I call conventional covers.
You just played the Whiskey A Go Go.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh shit.
Oh, cool.
At in LA? Like
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. It was last 1 week ago tonight.
Oh fuck.
I had the services of a special guest celebrity drummer,
Wow.
Slim Jim Phantom.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
That,
How did that come to be?
well, I had, as you know, how Facebook targets ads, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So one pops in for rock and roll fantasy camp, but this one was going to be comedy. I can do rock and roll. Comedy, I suck at. And you're going to, put you through the, celebrity counselors and that. It was headlined by Jay Leno and Adam Carolla.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm thinking about this. Then I started looking at the price list. By the time you get done, and I was going to bring my companion with me, my lady companion, I'm looking at 10, 12 grand.
For a camp?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was still thinking about it. I was thinking, I don't need to pay my expensive co-pays for the medical people, And I'm thinking about it, and if I'm going to do this, I called up the Whiskey A Go Go and said, hey, can I rent your place for a while? Because I always wanted to play the Whiskey A Go Go because my big influence, long before everybody's time out there, was Johnny Rivers at the Whiskey A Go Go.
Okay.
That was the first bunch of albums that made me want to play rock and roll. And they said, well, you can do a ticket buy and you can come out.
Oh, okay.
So, and they make no bones about it. They're a pay-for-play organization unless you're a headliner. Then I don't even know if the headliners do it or not. So the thing is, I had to buy a ticket package, and I get 30 minutes on the stage.
Oh.
So thinking about that, okay, started adding up money, and
It was like a no-brainer at that point. Yeah.
I was still putting a dent in the retirement money, but
Yeah.
still, but it's cheaper
Yeah.
to do
Live
this.
the dream. Live a dream though.
Live a dream.
And then for the heck of it, I emailed Slim Jim Phantom. I said, would you be willing to play? And we hammered out an arrangement, and he showed, and he played with me for half an hour. No rehearsal, did a great job.
Awesome.
Nice.
I've got one small clip of it on my Cat Daddy 55 YouTube channel,
Nice.
Nice. All right.
and with a K.
With a K.
Who would you love to play with of like all the musicians that are currently living, or or even dead? I mean, who would you love to have played with?
Well, I would have liked to play with Johnny Rivers in his prime, although I don't know if he would have wanted to play with me.
You never
Oh.
know.
Let's see, outside of that, who I kind of like to play with Brian Setzer, but he's like way smokes me on guitar, so I'd just be happy to play the chords behind him.
Right on.
Outside of that, can't think of it. Would have liked to played with the Monkees. I was a Monkey fan.
Okay.
Nice.
Had
Good
a,
band.
had a little weird little act in Milwaukee 25 years ago called the Pleasant Valley Psychos.
Valley Psychos.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was fun because
Dude, that's a name.
we got booked as a Monkees tribute band, and we were anything but. Anything but. As a matter of fact, one gig we did for the heck of it. It was a coffee house in a Milwaukee suburb, Waukesha, Wisconsin. Kids are like not paying attention to us. Don't ask how, don't ask why. We started playing Closer as a polka.
Okay.
All of a sudden, these little bastards thought I had talent.
Okay.
There we go. Hey.
Yeah. So that.
Well, Kat, thank you for coming in. What's your upcoming gigs?
Well, upcoming gigs, I do, if I'm in town, I do Tuesday nights at a restaurant in Hopkinsville called Taco Express.
Okay.
I do,
Good tacos?
Pardon?
Good tacos?
It's authentic Mexican.
Sure.
It's,
All right.
Nice.
Right on.
And Wednesday mornings, I do a set at a place called Active Day Hopkinsville. And that's about the only thing regular I have going on right now. But I do that every week because it feels good and I get to give back to some people.
Oh.
That one I don't take any money for.
Kat.
That's
awesome.
Kat Daddy 55, thank you for coming out, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And that rad shirt,
Yeah.
Now the moment that everyone has been waiting for.
Me and microphones ain't getting along today.
It has been 6 years, and they have a rebirth. Say what? Ladies and gentlemen, One Nation, Under Control.
I told you that every
the stage right now the very funny Malcolm Franklin.
Turn champ.
All right, how are we doing? Delicious Nothing. Give it up for your host right here. Yeah, one more time for Cat Daddy, the band. Speaking of blacked, this is probably my favorite trap house to perform at, guys. It really is. Like, I don't even know what the fuck is in those cabinets. Like, seriously, is it like cocaine? What's going on here? Oh, okay, it's a trophy. All right, that makes sense. All right. But it's cool. Like, he was actually talking about, like, hell gigs, you know what I mean? I've been on a couple of them. All right? Like, I was doing this little dive bar out in Cleveland, Tennessee. Anybody here from Cleveland, Tennessee? All right, one resident. Okay. And it was at a dive bar, and, like, I was the only minority that was on the show. And what's fucked up was they had a fucking rebel flag right behind me. So it kind of looked like a silent auction. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Filipino guy. All right. At least I was on the nose, dude. But then I did a gig out with my friend Art Martin, actually, in a little place called Gallatin, Tennessee. Yeah, Gallatin, Tennessee. And I was doing a little crowd work, right? And I'm doing it with you. What's your name, ma'am? Fallon. It's very white. Congratulations. And here's the thing, Fallon. But I'm gonna ask you this: what do you do for a living?
I'm unemployed right now.
They're unemployed right now. Okay, very white again. But yeah, okay. Here's the thing. I actually asked that in Gallatin, right? And the lady was sitting right up there, and I found out later on that she was in hotel management, right? Hotel management. And I'm like, oh, so what hotels do you manage? And I found out it was Courtyard Marriott, right? I'm like, oh, interesting. And then right at the top of my head, I go like, well, I've successfully jerked off in all your hotels. And I know Courtyard Marriott has memory foam. I'm the memory. Anyway. Thank you. Appreciate it. But if I did make you guys laugh, okay? If I did make you guys laugh, can y'all do me a big favor? You want to support my dreams, especially the band? I'm going to talk to you guys. You get your phone out right now and follow me on Cash App. $ R anal. I appreciate it. Little rumble in the back. It's okay. I was also talking about porn. Anybody been on like any weird websites recently? Fallon, you? You know what I mean? Not really. Well, I was on this one website, right? It was called Clubhouse. You know, anybody here know what Clubhouse is? I'm gonna explain what Clubhouse is. Clubhouse is exactly like Instagram, exactly like Facebook. People can add you, you can add them. But the only difference is you have to create these things called a virtual room. And you can name these rooms anything you want, all right? There was 2 rooms in there that actually caught my attention. You ready for this, Fallon? Yeah. The one was called, has anyone ever received a dick pic? Now, Fallon, another lady right here. If you ever received a dick pic, just say yes. Yeah. All right. Why you say yeah? I'm just wondering. You want to tell us something, Reverend? I don't know what's going on, dude. You did it, not me, dude. Okay. All right. I can't wait till she sees this. I want to see the first comment. Like, really. But here's the thing, fellas. I want to ask you a question, okay? Why are we still sending dick pics? Okay, it's 2023 now. It's about to be 2024, huh? When we send a dick pic, what do you think a girl's doing when he get a dick on the phone? They're looking at it like the dog ready for adoption? Huh? Like, what do you, like, say, Fallon, you get a dick pic after the night. Might be mine, I don't know, okay? You get at it and look at it. Oh, my God. I love the color. I love the texture. I can't wait to put that on my face anyway. Then the other one came to mind, and this was it. It's very interesting. Guys, listen to this, okay? It was called, Do You Like Eating Ass? One member, nice. Now, how many of you guys think was in the, has anyone seen the dick pic room? Throw out a number. 3? Not even close, 300. Now, how many of you think was in the, do you like eating ass group? 10? No. 2,528. The only reason I know that number because that's the same as the population here in Nashville. Half the people in this room. All right. Let's see, what else am I? Yeah. But yes, if you guys don't know, people are watching, I am from a little town called Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Anybody here know what that is? Yeah? Anybody want to give me a ride? It's an hour. I mean, it's like 300 miles away. Come on now, guys. Shit. Oh, man. What else is there? But I will tell you this. I don't care if you guys laugh at this shit or not, all right? Because I got to work in the morning, and I'm going to tell everybody I killed this shit, so fuck y'all, all right? All right. What else is there? I guess I'll close with this. This has been a close I've been doing for a while. What do you guys think is like the most quotable line in porn?
Come on my face, baby.
Okay, I'm just wondering what's in your search bar, dude. Like, really? Featuring Reverend. Okay, actually, I actually figured this out. Actually, it's on Black Twitter. If you guys haven't been to Black Twitter, it's fucking amazing, dude. All right, yo, the most quotable line in the black community, I'm not kidding, is by a guy by Lexington Steele, and the quote is, "Look down there and tell me how much dick ain't in you." Let me repeat it. Look down there and tell me how much dick ain't in you. As a black man, I'm so proud right now. Sorry for the Filipino guy. Anyway, I'm sorry, dude. You gonna kick my ass after this. This is the back of somebody's house, so he can get away with it. Anyway, all right. Well, you guys have been absolutely amazing. My name is Malcolm Franklin. You guys got my my Cash App, my Instagram's at Malcolm Franklin. Have a good night, guys.
Welcome back, sir.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, dude?
What's going on?
Do you drink?
Yeah.
All right, let's get
This
you
is a fire lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This has been fun.
Yeah. How you
How you
going?
been, man?
I've been good, man. Just touring around, tired of shit. Touring with the autistic guy, so I mean that was kind of depressing. I'm like his carer or something.
The same autistic guy?
Yeah, same artistic. I call him artistic.
Artistic.
Yeah.
Artistic.
Yeah.
Art the artistic.
Art artistic. Yes.
It's gotta be a
yes,
fun show to
for sure.
describe to someone who wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Love
shit.
your energy, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Fucking great.
I don't think I met you. I've seen you on here a few times. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is John.
John.
John. Yeah,
John, okay.
I'm just sitting in for Sloan since he's on the guitar.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So-
I know this dude, you know what I mean? I can't get away from this dude. Every time I come to Nashville, I gotta run this motherfucker every time. Like, I'm with this guy so many
He's hard to
times.
miss, yeah.
Like, I think he's my dealer. And that's how much I've actually trust this guy, you know what I mean? But if I...
He looks like a dealer.
He
should
really
get
does, you know what I mean?
I would feel comfortable if he was a dealer.
Really? But I don't, because man, if I get like drugs from this guy, I would definitely overdose. Like seriously, like he has the overdose energy going on right now. You know, especially with the ponytail. I love you, Nick. I'm sorry.
With death.
Oh, dude, we're good. I do sell drugs. I just don't.
Well, don't tell it on YouTube. Come on now, dude. You don't know who's watching this right now, all right? Your dog might be watching this. Okay.
It'll all be legal eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually. So, any horror stories that you haven't told us?
Oh God. Okay. I don't know if you guys been to Knoxville recently. Let me see. But yes, there is a kombucha show they do up there. And it's just
That sounds like a horror show.
Oh no, it's just as hipster as you think it is. Okay, this is how hipster it is. Like I'm the only black dude on the show most of the time. All right. And the only time it actually gets blacker if I have to go, because they keep all the black people on one strip in Knoxville. I don't know why. Like that's when they freed them. I think that's what they
do
went.
that everywhere.
I like that with the races in general. I feel like on Knoxville.
Oh yeah, for sure. So like I literally the only reason I come to Nashville to see black people, I'm amazed because I don't get them a lot. You know what I mean? Like every time I see them, like because I'm not even kidding. Like I'm the only black dude in my building, in my apartment, right? And when I see a black dude, I want him to to come home with me. You know what I mean? Because like literally, like as soon as I get home, I have to literally close my door 7 times because like more black people live there, and I got a 2-bedroom apartment. So every time I go to my house, I do this. So
I love this dude. This dude's fucking shit.
I like Reverend. He just laughs at every fucking thing I say. It's great.
What are your upcoming gigs?
Upcoming gigs. My last one is actually going to be in Johnson City, Tennessee at VFW 2118. That's a clean show. I don't know how the hell that's going to go. It's going to be PG-13 for me. Because I don't have a bag, as you guys can see. But yeah, I'll try to come up in Nashville again. I don't really know. No, but I'm probably gonna take a break because I've just been fucking touring all around this goddamn. I try to see, dude. Nick knows he's following me. So yeah.
Yeah, I see. You're on the road a lot.
So.
All over the place.
Yeah, it really is.
Different towns, different places.
Seriously, I've done this so much. I need to go buy a van or something like that and sleep in the back. Like seriously, you know?
Yeah.
Be a van comedian, you know what I mean?
Malcolm, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having me back, guys.
Hey, one more time for Malcolm, everybody. All right, one more time. One Nation Under Control, ladies and gentlemen.
us watch the world burn down. Some of us will save the world from evil, evil. Some of us will save the world from evil, evil.
One nation under control, everybody.
All right. Please give it up for this next guy. He's coming to us all the way from Nevada, and he's new to the Nashville comedy scene. Mario Zapata.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Yeah, so I am brand new to Nashville. When I got here, I was hungry, and somebody recommended Crystal, and I'm like, nah, man, I smoke weed. You know what I mean? So my fiance and I, we moved here, and here's the thing: is we decided not to have kids because they don't really fit. Unfortunately, they don't fit into our lifestyle. You know, we travel a lot and everything, but we also hate kids, so that's a big reason. Dogs are way better than kids because when you're raising a dog, you get that instant gratification from the training. You get to see the fruits of your labor. Kids take forever to die. I lived in Philly for about 3 years, and they were doing a mural for Whitney Houston, which is great. She's an extremely talented person. She's an actress, musician. She could also play the spoons. So I've been doing a lot of driving recently, and I saw a billboard that for this school that said, "Get your MS in business." But who wants to run a board meeting with multiple sclerosis? You're sitting there like, this company is built on a solid foundation. Fair enough. All right. So I didn't know if I was going to be any good at comedy because they say comedy is tragedy plus time. But I had really great parents. I love my mom and dad. And every time I think about them, all I can think about is like, how funny would I be if they'd have just touched me? Selfish fucks. You know, if I knew then what I knew now, I would have changed the way that I said daddy. All right. We are in Music City, so I'm going to do some music for you guys, too. All right. So, now, like I said, I am engaged, but when I was single, music was a great way to meet people, because everybody loves music. You know, I can go up to a white girl with confidence and be like, "Girl, you look just like my cousin." It works in Mississippi. Like, okay, look. Or let's say I'm talking to a spicy Latina. I could practice my Spanish and be like, "Mi amor, te amo." Now, unless she's one of those whitewashed Mexican girls that doesn't speak Spanish, they like shit like. And if you laughed at that, you probably know blonde Mexican, all right? But here's the thing, is the toughest ones for me are black women, and it's because they scare the shit out of me. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Black women are passionate, and that's what makes them beautiful. But when the stakes are that high, you got to come correct. You got to do some shit like, "Girl, if you think that I'm fly, you should know that I got a job and a good credit score, and I'll eat that pussy too." Hey, because brothers don't do that. Or at least that's what I've heard. Can't get all the good stereotypes. But there's only one thing that works more often than the music, and that's having a good wingman. Anyone here ever had to take one for the team? Bunch of fucking liars in this room. I don't trust any of you now. All right, so this song goes out to any of you. Well, one of you has. This goes out to whoever doesn't want to admit it. This is the ultimate wingman song. Hanging out with my bros, what a night it is. I know there's lots of ladies that wanna get with this. At the bar, drinking doubles, went to take a piss, saw two girls, one smoking. the other broken. But when I came back, we all began to chat. My homie got the one who was thin, fucking dick. Can't believe what happened next. Me and Zero having sex while my boy is getting down with a 10. I guess I'll fuck that grenade for ya. I'll close my eyes and get laid for ya. I'm gonna be really brave for ya. I'll slap her thigh, ride the wave for ya. Oh, well, it smells like rotten eggs when I spread her sweaty legs. Makes me cry like a baby. But I know you do the same. Thank you very much. How much time do I have left? Really? All right. This song is for people who are easily offended. It's really cute. It's a love. It's a love song. I got a girl who's so good to me when we're together. She treats me like a king, but when we go out, we get weird looks from the people we see. They just don't know what she means to me, but sometimes I get insecure and I want to leave, 'cause it turns out that her grandkids are older than me. She's my golden girlfriend, and I want her to stay, 'cause I know she can't see me when she stands too far away. I don't like dancing, but she doesn't mind because her bunions hurt her after a while. I don't get mad when she dozes off or forgets my name. We don't need condoms, 'cause menopause has been great, although her tattoos may have looked good in the 70s. Now all the words are in Japanese. Oh, we watch Matlock, I Love Lucy, and Humphrey Bogart, and with her handicap plate she'll park next to my heart. I love to feed her Jell-O pudding and fill her sippy cup, 'cause when it comes to loving her, I've fallen and I can't get up. She's my baby boomer cougar. Please don't stare when I run my fingers through her blue hair. She's my granny panty baby, best girl I ever had. She holds my hand even though her arthritis is bad. Thank you very much. All right, I got one more song for you guys. So I think that comedy happens when we're with people that we're comfortable with. Like, I feel like I say the worst things when I'm with my closest friends. So this song is about friendship and how important it is, because friends don't let friends get offended. Here we are, me and my best friend, out at the bar, and we're hammered again, and we're talking about all the girls we've banged. We both drink until we can't see. Then my friend leans over and he says to me, "Hey, I love you, man. You're my bro." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I love you too." But it's kinda weird for me, 'cause he's telling me this while he's rubbing on my knee. Alright, here's where it gets weird. So I turn away and focus on my beer, but he scoots real close and whispers in my ear, "No, I fucking love you, bro." And I get kinda scared. I think I peed a little, 'cause he's blocking the door. He's bigger than me, and I don't want to be part of his sword fight fantasy. But he pulls away to my surprise, and he says to me as the rape leaves his eyes, he says, "Bro, I slept with your girl and I feel kind of bad, and I was just worried that you'd get mad." And I'm like, "Thank God, I thought you wanted to fuck me." But that's okay, mister, because I fucked your deaf sister. She starts to get mad like a raging bull, but she's deaf, not retarded. It's consensual. Then he remembers he fucked my girl, and everything is cool. I feel like you guys want to laugh, but you don't want to laugh. We shake hands because friends will always be, but the shit's been resolved, so get your other hand off of my knee. Woo! Thank you very much, guys. You guys have been awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Come sit down.
Do you drink?
Hell yeah!
All right, good.
He's got a Coors over
Hell
there.
yeah.
We'll get you a shot.
I didn't know that you did music, and I like those songs a lot.
Thanks,
They were
man. I
fun,
appreciate
dude.
that.
They were
Yeah.
fun.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I actually, I never planned on doing comedy. I was in a band, and we sucked, but we were a lot of fun, and so we stopped giving a shit about like
To music and comedy.
to music and comedy. Yeah,
They go hand in
You didn't
hand,
know
right?
that?
Do you feel that most musicians can kind of transition to comedy and comedians can transition to music?
You have to have a certain awareness because, like, the one thing that translates
timing,
to
right?
me, well, it's the knowing how to like navigate the energy of a stage is like universal to both.
Yeah.
But like, you can play with it a lot more with music because you can always play a song everybody loves, and then they're like, oh my god. But if you suck the energy out of the room with like an abortion joke, you have to work to get it back. So it's kind of like, you know, it's just the same but different. It's just a different thing.
You know how to maintain, AKAs. in
Yeah,
that
you
sense.
know, like if you can learn to dig yourself out of a hole, you're doing okay just about. And because people's short attention spans, dude, you can offend somebody and then say something they love, and they're like, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you had any real
Yeah,
problems
sure.
playing live? I mean, do you have like any horror stories with a heckler or anything?
Several. Okay, I'll give you a story where I was the heckler.
Oh.
So I went. This is a funny story. So I went to go see Dane Cook. This was back early 2000s, right?
Oh, so this is like
shit.
prime Dane.
Prime Dane Cook time. And I go to the Improv. It's my first time at a comedy club. I have no idea how it works. So they put everybody in the front, and they made us share a table with another group. And when our check came, it was like $300, and I was like, you know, right? I was making a lot of money. I was fucking an idiot at the time, and so I'm like trying to make sure that we can pay it, right? And so I'm like counting my money, and from the stage, Dane Cook is, ha! Look at this guy. He's fucking counting his dollar bills. He's gonna make a fort out of his $1 bills. Now, normally I would have been cool with that, but like his entire set was exactly like his CD. So like I felt like, oh, I heard it all already. So I was already kind of like, meh.
He was just echoing himself.
Yeah.
Kind of, right? And so I was like, well, maybe if I hadn't heard your entire set on your CD already, I'd be paying more attention to you than my check.
You actually said that.
I said that, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Dang.
So,
Wow.
yes.
and like, I didn't mean to be a heckler, but I was just like, dude, like I paid $20 for your CD and $20 for your show, and it's the exact same thing. That's like buying the next iPhone, you know? Like nothing's fucking
Yeah.
changed, but we're gonna charge you again. You know what I mean?
I see.
So he got mad, and he's like, well, why the fuck are you here? And I was like, well, I paid for this seat. This is my seat. So he reaches in his pocket and grabs money, and he fucking throws it at me. He throws $15 at me, and I was like, that's so
$15.
$285. So I grab it, and I'm like, dude, my seat cost $20. I thought you were rich. And so then he gets security to escort me out while he plays Shana Nana Goodbye. And
So
the
did you
entire
get out of the
crowd-
check?
Yeah, no, I did pay the check.
Oh.
I'm not a dick. But yeah, I got escorted out at a Dane Cook show.
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
That's actually a badge of honor, though, right?
Yeah, I feel
Kinda.
like we should get a plaque for this.
We really should, yeah.
Dane Cook's a piece of shit anyway, so I don't feel
Well,
bad.
like, wasn't there a thing where he was like stealing jokes from Louis C.K. or some shit? Wasn't that,
Yeah.
wasn't that
Yeah.
the thing?
Yeah.
Then now here's the thing: is he did capitalize? He did something with social media that nobody had ever done before. Like
And
he,
people mob
True,
off
the
of it.
right?
MySpace
Yeah,
thing.
he absolutely
Yeah.
broke a lot of ground. It just sucks that it was a douchebag that did it. You
True.
know, because like
Yeah.
we all reap the benefits of social media marketing
Yeah.
now, and I give him props and respect for that. But like, his comedy.
So are you from Vegas, Nevada? Or?
So I spent most of my time in California. I spent 7 years in Vegas, working like the casinos and stuff like that, and then we moved to
Pay
Philly.
well?
Huh?
Pay well?
Yeah, I was paying my bills with funny money. Yeah, like
Really?
yeah, and then we moved to Philly for 3 years because we were gonna make the move to New York, and it was so expensive. We're just like, fuck it, we'll pay off our car. And by the time we did, New York was a shithole. It's flooding right now, you know. Like people are shitting in the streets. You know, it's like maybe we'll find a different place to go, and because we didn't want to stay in Philly, and then Nashville's like, dude, everybody here has been so cool. Can we cuss on this?
Yeah.
Everybody's been so fucking cool here.
It's a
like,
great comedy
yeah.
scene
Dude,
here.
we
It's
have
just
a
like
good
one
time,
of the. It's
man.
one of the best comedy.
It's got the best
scenes. Yeah.
everything scene. Like dude, I've done trivia and fucking had a blast out here. You know what I mean?
awesome.
Like
Trivia?
karaoke, like bands, comedy, everything.
You
that
seem
I've
like
done
a
out
New
here.
York comic. Like you've got that kind of Mark Maron vibe almost.
He's
It's
very
like
polished,
You
yeah.
seem like a right. You seem like a polished, like Dave Attell, Mark Maron type of like New York.
Is it the nose? Is it the nose? I'm Hispanic, by the way.
Your last name's Zapata.
Yeah. My full name is Mario Alejandro Zapata Diaz with a side of beans. Yeah. So.
What's your upcoming gigs?
None. We just got here, so if anybody is looking to book somebody, I would.
So on
relish the
Facebook,
opportunity.
look up Monty Hicks. Monty Hicks does some really good fucking shows. He does 2 or 3 a
Great.
month, and he's
I'll write this all
probably
down.
his shows are like phenomenal as far as like getting people there.
I also want to meet good people, you know, like I said,
Courtney
everybody.
Warner does a really good show.
Yeah, she was doing the Bowery Vault until.
Well, yeah, that's gone, but I think she does the
yeah.
Blue Room, right?
She does
do. No, she's great. She's great. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
At their
I never took this shot. I'm
She
a bad
does.
I did the
person,
first
sorry.
one and it was fantastic. It was fun. And it's sold out every single time too.
I played one show in the Blue Room, and I was actually doing music.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
Music and comedy. Yeah.
Well, Mario, thank you very much.
Dude,
You're very brother.
thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Definitely come back out again. I've got some dates left at the end of the season in November, so definitely hit me up if you want to come back. But yeah, man, we really enjoyed what the fuck you were doing with the. I really like
appreciate that.
that you
Appreciate
can
the
like migrate with. There's a lot of people that are starting to get the music. Like Brad Covington does the keyboard. Amy Gross is another one that actually does the keyboard and stuff like that. So it's nice to see like the music really just kind of steeping in with the comedy and just being one thing. It's so like, do you open up for bands? Have you ever opened up for a band before?
No.
Honestly, he could.
No, I haven't.
You
actually.
really could open up for a band. Just because I'm just saying, just because you have that musicality to you,
I also
think
have non-comedic songs too, like,
Yeah.
but they're all like sappy, like teenage, like
So
ballads. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's some dudes that put on some really great show, and they also put on music and comedy shows. So definitely keep in touch with me, man. And especially if you still live in this area, I could put you in with some guys that do those type of shows. I think that you'd really like do well with that.
Bro, I'm gonna keep in touch with you no matter what.
I do want you to come back at the end of the fucking.
Hell yeah, brother.
Can I bum a cigarette from you?
Oh my god!
on air. We got it on air. We got it recorded.
Yeah.
So anytime that I'm gonna that I
Why
bum
been
a
chain
speed, bum a
smoking next to this guy for the
I'm
last
gonna be like,
hour?
remember the video, bro. Remember the video.
All right, get it one more time, Mario. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 6 years brewing. Motherfucking One Nation under goddamn control.
Up in the sky, oh so high, they came down in spaceships. The primitives were shut down. The primitives called them gods. Wanagi, 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 wanagi. They have been here all time. They have been here all time. They have chosen leaders. They have chosen leaders. Up in the sky, oh so high, they came down in spaceships. The primitives was shut down. The primitives call them gods. Anarchy! 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 They have been here all time. They have been here all time. They have built the pyramids. They have built the pyramids.
Ladies and gentlemen, Erica Kuharski. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
All right.
Woo! Damn, that was exciting. I love live music. It gets your heart going. Like, god damn. Like, ugh. I love it so much. Thank you guys. Oh man. 1 second. I just turned 30, so this is tough on me, guys. Nick, you just had a birthday. Was it your 30th? Yeah, don't you just feel like it's all going downhill? You feel the same. You feel the same? Thank you. God damn. Like it hurt. Like everything hurts. We had friends come into town. I think they're in their 40s, 50s. And they're like, let's do Broadway again. I'm like, what? Again? I barely liked the first time. Like, whoa. Like, I wear tennis shoes, but my feet are still like, why are we walking right now? Like, let's go to bed. I've been doing a lot of melatonin and it's not working, so I bought like a really expensive like magnesium thing, and we're out partying and I'm like, I can't wait to take my vitamins tonight. I don't get so much sleep. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just like, I just want to be comfortable. Like, yeah, like I'm trying to be hopeful. Yeah. People are always like, don't be sad, but they don't tell you how hard it is to be happy. I think if more people knew how hard it was, they would be like, I'll be sad. Like, guys, I've done a lot of therapy. I have too many journals. I spend too much money, and I'm still happy. But, like, if I was sad, I'd have a really good blanket. God damn. We went on a tangent there. So I am old, and I wanted, my whole life I dated like people that were close to my age, a little older. One time I tried too young, and that was stupid. That was too immature. And so when I met Mario, you just met Mario, I was so happy to meet an older man, because it was like we were dating. We could walk past a club, and like I knew I didn't want to go in, but I knew for sure he didn't want to go in. I was like, I'm in so much love right now. Like, oh, hells yeah, yeah. My spirit animal is a sloth. I love those sloths. They move so slow, things grow on them, and that's where I want to be in my life. I'm like, I don't want kids, but I would like more bacteria or mushrooms somewhere. It's hard as a woman. You can't talk about your body unless you like it. Like if anyone, so sometimes my mom or grandma will be like, oh, you're looking thin. I'm like, oh, I'm not on a diet. I'm on a budget. Like, I want to be bigger. Like, do you know how many cheese plates I've missed out on because of rent? Like, you know, I wish I need an OnlyFans where I eat cheese, and That would solve so many problems. Like, you guys ever have like a really good cheese plate? And like, it doesn't matter, like anything in your life. You're like, oh, you have this timeline at work. That's okay. Okay. If you're not a cheese addict, you guys ever have a really good cigarette? Okay. And me and nicotine. So when I was in high school, I was a big, like, I think I was the tight ass. I was the stickler of the group. I know this because I was at a bar a couple years ago, and this girl ran into me, and she was like, I remember in high school, I didn't like you because I felt like you were really judgy that me and my boyfriend had sex. I was like, you and your boyfriend had sex in high school? Ew. Like, but I didn't know her. And it's like she had read my mind that that's what it was going to be. I forget where we were going here. With alcohol, no, with smoking. Anyways, if you want to get past your smoking craze, smoke something you don't like. That's what I did. I was really into vaping. Vaping's great. We're on YouTube. Kids, do not smoke. But if you do smoke, have fun with it. But yeah, after high school, there we go. After high school, I became more understanding because then I started drugs. I started drinking. I was like, this is fun. And I felt really bad for being the judgy friend. There was no joke there. You're right. I was just like, you know what's a great segue? 5 sentences. I love 5 sentences. She knows how to write paragraphs. Damn. I got engaged, so that's exciting. I used to have this fun joke about, organizing my funeral because I knew I wasn't going to get married. Your eyebrows. As a woman, you really take yourself seriously at 16, and you're like, you're probably just going to die before you get married. Men don't understand that. They're cool with being 30 and single. Jennifer Garner had a 13 going on 30 movie that really inspired me, that if you better figure it out when you're 30, otherwise you won't be thriving. There's a lot of men in this audience. Damn. Which is great. I grew up with a lot of men in my family. I have a dad. The list goes on. I have a brother, but it's great. I know a lot of people, feminism is being really loud, so we think men are the devil or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to believe. But I loved men all through my life. I still love men. I'm just like, I'm always looking up to them because I know what they can do. I see my weaknesses, and I'm like, okay, like, what can I learn? It's not so much like, fuck them. So I'm trying to always, be like, how can I match that energy? Not big dick energy, just how to be present. Anyways, I'm a girl, as you can tell, but, it's 2023. Sometimes... It's really hard right now. I call everyone they, and I'm like, you can correct me, please correct me. I'll go out there. I'm a tomboy. I just love pants. But I've started realizing, like, I can be a girl, because, like, I watch these men now, and they're wearing dresses, they're doing makeup. So, like, if they can do it, and not feel weird about their bodies, then I should be able to do it. So I really appreciate men, or women now. They're great. I feel like this transgender movement happened when men figured out that women get a cheaper car insurance rate. I don't think... It's not a mental illness. It's an economic problem out there. If we could solve the economy, everyone could go back to their genders. You know what I'm saying? But Biden, man, he keeps forgetting how to do that. I heard I got 5 extra minutes if I did Biden jokes. When Biden was running, I was like, wouldn't that be funny? He's so old, he'll never get a chance. Like, wouldn't that be so cool if he won? And then he won. I was like, yeah, like, I've never felt like a president getting a participant award would be so special. But I was like, good for him, man. And now that his 4 years is almost up, I'm like, we gotta get him out. Like, I don't know if he knows he's the president. He's just kind of like, is Obama done talking? Like, he's already done, sir. Like, it's your turn. So in South Dakota, I used to be a Democrat because, like, travel the world, guys. Democrats and Republicans are regional. So, like, seriously. My mom doesn't know she's Republican, and I'm not going to tell her, Mom, don't watch this part of the clip. But, like, I was a Democrat in South Dakota because I wanted insurance for special needs kids. Like, we didn't have it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be a Democrat so I can get this through. It didn't go through. I didn't catch the bug for voting either. I'm just like, I understand why women didn't vote. Like, I gamble, and I lost, so I'm done. Like, if they want women to vote, they need smaller elections so they can get that going where just something wins. Just, you know, anything. So I was a Democrat because I wanted that. It lost. I moved to Las Vegas, and man, guys, I met real liberals, and I was like, oh my God, what is going on? And I was like, I don't know about this. And I would be driving around, hitting potholes, having to fix my car. And like the Republicans were pushing for fixing the potholes in that city. And I was like, God damn, I don't have a kid, but I do have a car. And I think I'm tired of being a Democrat. These bills need to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or the pills. These pills better pay my bills. That's from Obama's. I'll end you. You know what? I'll end you just with this note. So me and Mario have been together for a while. Our 4 years coming up. It's very exciting. We're getting married next year. That was my other jokes. Those were real. Not getting dead. No fantasy funeral. Fantasy wedding is happening next year. Yeah. Anyways, well, that's. Reverend? Do I do. I have. You can be my backup. Backup. But I'm white and he's Hispanic, so our couple name is the Wet Cracker. So thank you guys so much. I'm Erica Kuharski.
All right, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
out.
you are hilarious.
Would you like a shot?
Sure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Where in South Dakota are you from?
Rapid City, so it's right by Mount Rushmore.
Okay, yeah.
It's the fun side of the South Dakota. If you talk about the other side, they're boring.
I went to the Snow Jam Comedy Festival in Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls. That's the, so they're #1 of population, and Rapid City's #2.
Yep. I like Rapid City more. So,
oh, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's always great to have, as someone who's in a comedy couple, it's great to have more comedy couples who are both.
I heard you were from North Dakota. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, it's, I moved here as well.
Yes. Yeah. I'm proud of you.
Yes. Yeah.
My grandma's from North Dakota.
Oh, there you go.
That's, man, it's flat. My mom's favorite joke, this is an internet joke, so don't quote me. But her favorite joke is that she was in North Dakota and she watched her dog run away for 3 days.
Yeah.
That's so flat. That's her favorite one. It's stuff like that.
She's not wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, people don't know about the Dakotas, so let's talk about something else.
Yeah. So obviously Mario covered that like New York was the option, but now Nashville is where you guys are at. Like, what was like the final deciding factor? I'm always interested to hear like what makes good comics.
I think it was a gut and heart thing. So we visited New York a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I had a weird moment on the subway where he's like, "Sit down there," and I was like, "I don't know how to move my body."
Yeah.
But it was this weird where it's like, I think I'm so out of my element that I can't even function on these little things. Like, it was too big of a city. Philly helped us. It was like, okay, I can handle this size.
It's faster.
Yeah. And like, I'd only been a tourist in New York, and I was like, I just can't picture it. I can't picture myself going home at night in this city.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he mentioned Nashville, there was no research. I was like, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go there.
Well, that's cool.
Like, and I play the violin, so I was like, I'll figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
we'll bring in more things. There's creative people. It reminded me of Las Vegas, where it's a bunch of people coming in to do one thing, and it's been really exciting to be around other people that are like, I just want to do my craft.
Yeah.
I don't want to do a real job. I'm like, oh, my people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have so many outlets here. You can go up and down the coast while living here too, which is so great. That's one of the reasons we lived in decided to move here. So.
Well, there's a lot of different scenes. I mean, not only the comedy scene, but you have the music scenes too. So there's a blend. There's especially now you're seeing a big blend. You're seeing shows where they're comedy and music shows. So I mean, you're really just seeing a blend. And you can go up on a stage and do your comedy with a violin. Fuck it. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's just like people are so accepting to it.
Who are some of your favorite comedians?
So my favorite, I grew up with the Bob and Tom show, so I got introduced to a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of
So you actually like the
comedians.
Bob and Tom show?
Yeah, so
Right
when I was a
on.
kid, this was before, I think it's on Siri now, so I don't listen to it anymore. But I was exposed very early. We would drive, and that's all I would hear is comedy. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. And I feel like I'm just very a rigid person. I was like, no, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to do something. I'm going to get a degree, and then I'll get a real job. But my brother came over, and he had this DVD of Sarah Silverman. He's like, you got to watch this show. I'm like,
Which one was it?
it was Sarah Silverman. It was her first show. I'm spacing.
Okay.
The Sarah Silverman program.
Oh, the actual TV show.
So he brought it over, on DVD, and I was like, it looks kind of like, I don't know. And the way she talked about her downstairs, I was like, that's amazing.
Her downstairs?
Well, because this is on YouTube.
Right.
So can you believe this? Her pussy.
You can say whatever.
I was like, I can't
We will
believe
never monetize on this
Right?
show.
Yeah, this.
Until we all do.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so South Dakota. You're very modest, and she was not doing that. And that was my first wake up call to like, oh, you can be raunchy even though you're a girl. I'd only seen guys doing raunchy, and so watching her, I was like, oh, that's really funny. But now as I've been doing comedy, I'm like, a lot of girls talk about raunchy things. Let's try something different. Like, let's. So I've been more into try to get wordplay in there. But I love Sarah Silverman. I love Will Ferrell. He's like my celebrity crush.
Yeah. Nice. He looks a lot like Mario. So
He
it
does.
Totally makes sense.
I did so well. I'm like, ugh. I got my, you don't get your dreams every time, but most of the time. Yeah.
You guys live in a dream though, both performing. So
Yeah.
and being in that situation. So
Thank you.
So.
Yeah, I dated a lot of non-comics. They just don't get it. So when I met Mario, I'm like, we're gonna make something beautiful.
It's called love and then jokes too.
Yeah, and jokes.
And jokes.
Yeah, maybe a dog, no kids. Right now we have a plant together, so that's been exciting.
What did you name the plant?
I named it Plants. Have you guys ever seen Ed, Ed and Eddie?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
He's got Plank. Yeah, so Plank, but now it's Plant. I've been trying to get on TikTok, and my Just Erica one, where I do random things that I love, people don't really respect it. But if I put a plant next to me, people love it. They're like, talk more about plants. So the internet's very like, you're funny, but could you talk about foliage while you're being funny? I'm like, you got it.
That's
You're a plant girl now.
Yeah, now I'm a plant girl. Yeah. It's a money tree. It's doing great.
I love you both. I gotta get you both up to North Dakota. I run a series of shows at a couple of comedy rooms up there, and it'll be fun. So let's talk later. It's
Yes.
so fun. You guys are so
Definitely. I would love to do a couple show with you, like as
yeah,
couples.
that's what I was actually
performing.
thinking. That'd be really fun. So,
Yeah.
Because we fly you out and pull you up and everything. It'd be really fun. To
I am not listening to that shit. That is not going to happen until Paula plays this show. I am not
bring
listening
Paula.
to that shit. I'm not listening to this shit.
Paula, this is your husband.
needs to play
This is
this
your
show.
husband.
You have to.
Do the show, dude.
I'm just joking.
You know what she's doing right now?
What
She's
is she
looking
doing?
after kids.
Oh. Whose kids is she looking at?
Not mine.
Yeah.
She is making money to provide for their
Yeah, you
family.
should be more thankful.
He's out getting drunk.
Yeah, meanwhile she could be. She's making money, but meanwhile she could be making memories. Is what I'm saying. here.
right.
Yeah, that's so tough to make memories now.
What's your upcoming gigs?
So with Mario, we were gonna do something in Chattanooga at the beginning of October, but it's getting bumped. But we do have one At the end of October, we have to pick our costumes. It's over at the Everything Lounge for the Halloween show.
Yep.
So once we pick our costumes, we're going to do a set in that character, whatever it is we decide. I have an Alice costume if I can't think of anything, so I can do that. When we first met, we did one as I was Flo from Progressive, and then and so I talked about like, oh, I can set you up. I could be your wingman because I'm progressive. You know, I can do men or women. Like, so something in that way, like whatever character I decide I want to be, I'll make jokes in the character's style. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that'll be at the end of October.
Thank you very
You're
much for coming out.
fantastic.
You and Mario,
Yeah,
thank you
Mario
for
was
coming out.
fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely hang out, man.
Yeah. It is.
All right, so give it up one more time, Erica. All right. Once again, to bless you, your fucking eardrums, ladies and gentlemen. One Nation Under Control. Woo!
Truth be told, we will die. Truth be told, we will die. Cast up, wear a chain. Cast up, wear a chain. My bad.
Technical difficulty.
The truth be told, we will die. The truth be told, we will die. Cast off, wear a chain. Cast off, wear a chain. Start a fire, we'll burn it down, we'll steal our lights, pathetic! Destroy! Enemy! Destroy! Enemy! Start a fire, we'll burn it down. You in the light, pathetic! Truth be told, we will die. Truth be told, we will die. Cast off, round me. Cast off, round me. Start a fire, we'll burn it down. You Destroy! Enemy! Destroy! Enemy! Start a fire, the inner light, pathetic! The truth be told, we'll all die. The truth be told, we'll all die.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one that you've been waiting for, Matthew, the beautiful one, Blevins.
Yes.
Deliciously nothing. What the heck are we doing tonight? Rev looks like the ghost of my father. My dad's not even dead. I think he's just come, like he's a ghost from the future who's come here to warn me about my life choices right now. Ooh, get the fuck out of the garage. You're ruining the career you don't have yet. Oh my God. It doesn't matter. I'm a piece of garbage from Nebraska City, Nebraska. That's right. I floated in here on a piece of driftwood. I travel like a Huckleberry Finn character. Yeah, I can only perform in cities next to rivers. Shit. Somebody asked me if that includes sexual performance, and honestly, yes. I can't come unless I hear a barge nearby. That's my hang-up. My brother stole a wheelbarrow from a Methodist church one time. He didn't need a wheelbarrow. His reason was because fuck 'em, that's why. That brother married a police officer like 3 weeks ago, you guys. That's... Yeah. I take it this is probably an all sister-in-laws are bastards kind of garage, but... The family has stopped talking to him. It's like, fuck that snitch. We all have priors. Like, he's dead to us. I said, dude, if you wanted the family to stop talking to you, you can just start stand-up comedy. You don't have to dive face first into the thin blue line, you know? The thin blue line is what he calls his wife's lady parts, I guess, you know. They didn't have a cake at their wedding, by the way. This is a true story. They had a table full of donuts. And they looked like the most amazing donuts I've ever seen. They're just the best. Look, I would not be able to tell you if they were good donuts. If you've ever been to the donut table at a cop wedding, it's surrounded by cops. It's like, fuck that table. I'm not going to... I might have weed in my pocket. I don't know. I'm not going to go find out at the donut table at a cop wedding. Fuck that. But I did find out, though, that I am no longer partying with any of my liberal friends, because you fuckers don't know how to party right. Like, wait till you party with some cops, dude. Cops always have guns, man. That's fuck, dude. I got to shoot I got to shoot shotguns off of the back of a four-wheeler going 35 miles an hour down the goddamn interstate. Like, fuck your liberal party. That's all I have to say. Okay. My grandpa's been roasting the shit out of me in my Instagram stories. That's fun. He saw a picture of me, and he had never seen me with his hair and beard configuration before. And he's like, "What are you, in a biker gang now, pussy?" Like, and I'm like, "No, I'm not in a biker gang, Grandpa. You don't have to worry." He's like, "Worry? Shit. I was hoping you were. You've always been a little bit fruity." I'm like, "First of all, bitch, there's no biker that's going to know what kind of leave-in conditioner to use with this hair in the South, motherfucker." Shit. Apparently, according to my mom, Grandpa has been dating all of the women in the old folks' home. I don't know what the air quotes were about, but those air quotes have been fucking up my dreams for the last 2 weeks. Like, I've seen a lot of air quotes in my life. Not one of them has ever meant, "Hey, your grandpa's slaying geriatric pussy." That's not an air quote I've seen before. Apparently, his gun went off when he was cleaning it the other day. He lives in an old folks' home. I think I should clarify. Grandpa lives in an old folks' home, and he's firing guns into the wall like goddamn Yosemite Sam. And scared the shit out of the staff. It scared the shit out of literally every resident, too. That was two types of shit in that joke. I don't feel like you dug the complexity of that joke, but it had layers. Two different kinds of shit, and you guys are just staring at me like, you cannot have a gun at the old folks' home. The staff, you can't have a gun anymore. They traded him for an iPad. Just, can we hold on to your gun if we keep we'll give you an iPad if we can just keep the gun for a while. I think they should have just let him keep the gun. He could do less damage with a gun. He's managed to ruin my self-esteem with the iPad. He enlisted in a Russian bot army from the iPad. He ruined American democracy from the iPad. I'm like, this guy's... I can't believe Grandpa thinks I'm gay. It's crazy. The gayest thing that I ever did was I was accidentally in a Sam Hunt music video one time. That is pretty gay. I didn't... Listen, they asked me to show up at a prison and dress up as a prisoner, and then I'm supposed to be in a music video, and it's fucking Sam Hunt. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to end up sucking a cock for the first time before this video shoot is over today. I know that for sure. Body like a back road. They got somebody with a body like a back alley abortion is what they got. They're like, we can't film this guy. He looks like a condom full of mashed potatoes. We're gonna need one of those extra greasy lenses from 70s porn. It's at the same prison where they filmed such classics as The Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, Ernest Goes to Jail. No cinephiles in here? What the fuck, dude? I just told you I stood on the sacred ground where Ernest P. Worrell turned into a fucking magnet, and no respect out of that? I mean, all All right. Well, I think I had a point to where I was going with all of those thoughts. It's long gone now. I've been standing in this garage for a while, and I can no longer feel my toes. I don't, let alone remember material. So that'll probably do it for me. I've been Matthew Blevins. Thank you so much.
Matthew motherfucking Blevins.
What's up, dude?
Hello,
What's up,
sir.
guys?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Bro.
Would you like a shot, sir?
Let's do it.
Fuck
yeah, dude.
It's for his feet.
It's for my feet, and you know you're over there looking like the ghost of Christmas future. So
We're having lighting issues.
Lighting issues.
Yeah, Montavious has brought this wonderful light system in, but yet it lights me up like a fucking Christmas tree.
Is that his full name?
Montavious? Well, it's not his real name. I'll tell you his real name after the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can't reveal the government name on the podcast.
It rhymes with molester.
No, explains why he's gone.
Ah!
Sorry, Monty. I like you.
No, we love Monty. I've experienced a lot of crazy shit with Monty, and it's just one of those things. Like, if Monty is not your friend, you're missing out. To Montavious Hicks.
Montavious Hicks. All right.
Oh, Lord help me. So I've got a habit of doing a shot with every person at the table.
Yeah.
And it's wrecking my life.
Yeah, I
have done one every single.
Yeah. It's one of those things, like, when I first started this show, my number, like, do you have a drink number? What's your drink number?
What's my drink number?
What's your drink number?
It depends, because I have like 2 beers if I'm going someplace.
So you're 2?
Usually 2, but then if I'm in Nebraska City partying with cops and my brothers, my number increases to like 8? 23.
Oh!
Like it's,
wow.
Yeah, it's absurd.
So my drink number has always been 6. After 6, it's questionable.
Sure.
But since doing this show, I've been kind of increasing my stamina. And so, like, I can drink like a fucking fish now. And it's really bad because, like, in the mornings, oh, I just want to die. You wake up, like, I don't even want, I can sleep in, but my dog wants to put his fucking cold fucking nose up inside my head like a pistol.
Sure.
And then I've got to wake up. I mean, you got a wolf hanging over your fucking face. He's either going to shit in the house or you're going to let him out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I have a 17-year-old daughter.
And she's
going to
shit in
way.
the house, too.
Right. He shits in the house.
Always, yeah.
That sucks. I heard it changes when they turn 22.
It does. I hope so. I hope so. I can't afford any more newspapers. When they changed to
22.
Did you have a house shitting sister? Is that what's happening?
I read a lot.
You read a lot?
He read about them.
How old is Paula?
Does Paula shit in the house?
Paula used to shit in the house. Yeah. Those North Dakota bitches be shitting in houses, I'm telling you.
House train.
House train.
We
Sorry
sleep
about
in
that.
separate rooms.
Oh,
wow.
No.
That's the smart move, dude. I've been married. That's the smart move because I'm a gross human being. Like, and I don't want to pretend I'm not. And like bathe every day and like moisturize and shit like. So sometimes I just want to scratch my nuts.
Front.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, I pretended I liked the Eagles one time in my first marriage for 11 years. Fuck the Eagles.
And just like them, it didn't end well.
It didn't end well.
Sorry, that was.
I'm sorry that you had to do that. That's so tough. You're so brave.
Pretend to like the Eagles. Yeah, I know, man. Where's my fucking parade? That's all I
They've
want
got like 2 songs. One song. They got one song.
Yeah.
They've got one song. Hotel California, right? What other
Right.
song do they have?
Take it easy.
For some reason, I was thinking the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Dude, I was too, actually.
Oh man, yeah, that's so.
I was
that
picturing you in
explains-
that green.
So you haven't been here in a while. What have you been up to? Like, what fucked up thing has happened since the last time we've seen you?
dude, my life has been an unmitigated disaster, but that's great for comedy. So you just...
You know what's insane? It's like I see pictures of like your family. You've got this huge family, and you post these pictures like you're this normal dude with this normal family, but we know you. So like, what the fuck is going on? Like, really? I mean, it's just like, what's really going on?
I'm kind of like Dexter, where I
Right.
secretly by night I'm this serial killer who goes to all these weird stages and talks about my dick.
And then you really compartmentalize.
Yes, you have to, dude. Like, you can't be a Cub Scout leader and then talk about your cock in front of your cousin like the same day. You have to have.
It's too many hats to wear.
That's a lot of moving pieces, dude. That's.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Oh man, that was a great set.
That was a good reference. I like that.
That was fun.
Yeah,
that was good.
Nick has nonstop eating pizza since we've been
Oh,
doing this show.
Nonstop, doing other things on camera. We're not gonna see what it was.
Rev sweated for 30 minutes in line to get those pizzas.
Hey man, I've been sweating this whole entire podcast, man.
Yeah,
I've just now stopped sweating. What is the temperature outside? It's September. It's the end. It's almost October, and it's like 85 degrees outside.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah, dude. Well, I get pit stains in December, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I hate the sweat. Do you ever get like the salt stains? Do you ever sweat so bad that you get the salt, like a tie dye? You at the end of the day, you have a tie dye of a sweat.
Yeah, man. When I do yard work in Tennessee,
Yeah,
dude,
you ever
I
get
just-
like a white T-shirt and you're like, well, this is gonna be ruined in 6
Yeah,
months.
throw it away.
dude.
Throw it
All
away.
of 'em. Yeah,
Just
dude,
throw it
all
away.
Can't be trusted. That's why I wear black shirts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
Smart man. Right?
Yeah.
What are your upcoming gigs?
Well, I've got a big one to announce. I'm going to be at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, California
Fuck yeah.
on
Yeah, dude.
October 22nd.
Right
It's doing chocolate sundaes for the second time, so super excited
nice,
about that.
dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Don't have a lot of other upcoming gigs, just some spots here and there.
That's
along the
actually,
way.
I mean, all you really need to say. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's a pretty big gig.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun one, dude. Going back to LA.
We're fucking glad the fuck is that you came out, man. I
Hell
mean,
yeah, dude.
I didn't actually think I was gonna get you out this year, to be honest.
Oh, no, dude. No, I am definitely, and I'll be back for sure. This is one of my favorite places to perform comedy. Like the
Come back
garage.
in November, man. We got shows, and you're a VIP anyway, man. You can show up whenever, and we'll fucking put you on, man. Yeah,
I filmed
yeah.
a special. Yeah. Last year I filmed a special. Had Nick on it, Mariana Barksdale.
She will not come on this show for the life of her. She just refuses. She will not do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Matthew Blevins is gonna be doing another special here pretty soon.
Yeah. That's the only way I'll get her back on.
We'll bring Mariana on.
That's right.
Yeah, dude.
That's what we'll do.
Yep.
All right, Matthew, thank you for coming out. brother.
Anytime. Thank
Fuck
you
yeah.
so much.
Give it up one more time, Matthew Blevins. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted it, you asked for it. Here is motherfucking One Nation Under Control.
So sad, see you all go. So sad, see you all go. Outside, look at it. Outside, look at it. Man has one down religion. Who am I supposed to believe? Man has one outside looking in. Outside looking in. Man has one down religion. Oh, am I supposed to believe? Man has one down religion. Oh, am I supposed to believe?
Well, hello. I am Reverend Muffington. I'm here to introduce Mr. Tony, the motherfucking Capibianco. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everybody. So good to be here. Don't adjust your TVs. I'm not Aquaman. I just smell like low tide. So.
You get bigger every time I see you. You are you.
I gotta stay on brand. Come on now. All this goes away, then I'm just another hack. All right, so I believe in curses. You guys believe in curses? I do. I believe I'm cursed. I'm cursed with broke friends because there's this weird thing that always happens to me where I will let one of them borrow money, and instead of paying me back, they get Alzheimer's. Okay. Like as soon as I get them, it's like they just like, oh, what happened? You know? It's like whenever I bring it up, they always put on the worst acting job ever. It's like, hey, when you gonna pay me back the $100? Like, are you sure? Like I'm buying it. Like they get mad at me for bringing it up. Like they have an attitude like you got a lot of nerve asking me for your shit. So what happened was I got a call from my buddy. He's like, I hate to ask you this, but I'm short on child support and I could use about like $100-ish. I'm like, well, I feel two ways about it. One part of me is like, oh my God, that's terrible. This guy loves his kids, as far as I know. And and I'm like, I wouldn't want to put that onto the kids. But another part of me is like, no, fuck them kids. I don't know these people. You don't know them. What kids do? Nothing for nobody. Ultimately, I did give him the money, but I'm starting to get a little suspicious because he hasn't paid me back. I mean, that's what happens. Days turn to weeks. Weeks turn to months. Then I'm just over here thinking, I don't think he actually has kids. As far as I know, I just paid for his PlayStation. But I'm indifferent towards kids. I mean, I would like to have kids one day, but there's one particular kind of kid I despise, and that is little kids with black belts in karate. I used to do martial arts when I was a kid. I got my black belt when I was 18. So I worked my fucking ass off to get that. When I go to tournaments, I see a fucking 9-year-old with a black belt. I'm like, I'm not impressed. You know, like fucking Caden's mom's like, yeah, he really worked really hard for that. Are you sure? Like whenever I see a little kid with a black belt, I see a kid that hasn't been bullied enough. It's like he really worked hard for that. He's getting confidence. No, he needs to learn some humility. That's what he needs. I don't know, but I don't care if anybody in this room has taken martial arts or not. I am more than confident everybody in here can kick that kid's ass. All right? Like nothing strikes fear into me like a little kid that has homeroom tomorrow. I'm not impressed. Like that is disgusting. Like nothing disgusts me more than seeing a child that believes in themselves. Like kids, they need to suffer like the rest of us do, with crippling self-confidence and self-worth
just shattered. Oh, well, speaking of which, a little background on me. So I am originally not from here. I'm originally from a little place called Walpole, Massachusetts. Woo! Yeah, so Walpole is like just like a regular small town, and like all small towns, we're usually known for one thing. Most small towns are known for one thing, and we are known for Walpole State Prison. Yeah, the second I said prison, you guys are like, that makes sense. So my neighbor was actually a corrections officer there, and I asked him when I was younger, he was like, what's it like being surrounded by all these dangerous criminals? He's like, well, first off, Walpole State is a maximum security prison, so they don't just let anybody in. Like it's a club. It's like, what'd you do to get in here? What'd you knock over a 7-Eleven? Get to the back of the line, back of the line. Ooh, Aaron Hernandez, right this way, sir. Let me think again. So one of the other guys said he grew up in Catholic school. I am also Catholic, and some of you know, we have a lot of saints. So we have a saint for everything, okay? There's a saint for musicians, woodworkers. There's probably a saint for Mountain Dew as far as I'm concerned. But there is also a saint for comedians. This is true. You'll learn some right now. So our guy is Saint Lawrence. Lawrence, as in Larry. How on brand is that? Our guy's name is Saint Larry. Like every saint has a prayer. I don't know how his prayer goes, but I imagine it goes like, Hail Larry, full of grace. The tags are with thee. Blessed art thou among shit talkers. Bless me for thy set. Protect me from hecklers. In the name of Jesus' name we pray. Amen. There were a lot of martyrs. St. Lawrence was a martyr, and this is how he got his martyrdom. So this is like the early Christian days, like in like the 300s, 400s, and he was supposed to be executed by the Romans. And his method of execution was to be on a human-sized grill. He was going to be burned to death on a human-sized grill. And these were his final words that got him sainthood for comedians. His famous last words were, "Turn me over, I'm done on this side." Like, that has got to be like the holiest fuck you in all of history. And that's all I'm going to do for you guys. Thank you all very much.
Hey, Tony!
All right. What's up,
Welcome
dude?
back, motherfucker.
What's going on? Nice to be back.
I love Tony Capio,
What's up,
Bianca,
people?
man.
I love you, dude.
You want a drink?
Yeah, why not? Summer's over.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, I don't normally drink on the show because I'm trying to keep my figure, but...
Did you work out before you came here?
Of course I did.
All right, because, like, you're huge.
He's
jacked,
yeah.
dude.
He is jacked.
Building up the upper body.
Look, man, I'm trying to pour him a drink first.
Thank you. Turn to Bacco Bianco.
I think we should have a
Well,
bid.
damn, do you want another one? Shit.
No, that's good.
All right.
Thank you, though.
John.
We should have a bid for
I'll do that.
Yes, it's probably better if you did.
Oh, yeah. Whenever somebody sees my name for the first time, they look like they're trying to disarm a bomb. There's just... No, it's not. It's. No, I think my last name is a source of dyslexia. Like
That's too many fucking vowels.
It is Capo Bianco, right?
Yes.
Capo
Yeah,
Bianco.
there's
Not Capo.
half of it is vowels, and there are way too many syllables for a white person to have in their name.
It's true.
But you guys were talking about interesting things that have happened on the road, so I'm gonna beat you to it. So
Please.
This happened to me last night at the Graveyard Gallery in Murfreesboro.
It's called the Graveyard
I want
Gallery.
to hear about this.
All right, so it's a rock and metal show, but they have comedians, in between. So I go up, I do like 15, 20 minutes, and those of you who have heard it, I do a bit about furries. So I make fun of furries, I turn it on me, like I get it. I was 11, I saw Lola Bunny in Space Jam, so I get it. So... So, I get off, I'm hanging out.
Would you like some tater tots?
I would bang Lola too, though.
Go on record and say I wouldn't.
What is wrong with you, dude? Hold on. Lola's hot.
John's gonna go see Paw Patrol.
Hey man, it's modern.
All right, so here's what happened. So I do the sad 20. I go up front and hang out with all the other bands. We're just talking, and so about 15, 20 minutes after I get off, I kid you not, 3 or 4 furries walk in, and as soon as everybody just looks at me like I manifested this shit. It's like, I didn't do this. But what's also, as soon as they walked in, everybody's looking at me, and then they recalled my bit. They're like, you actually made a lot of good points. And I left early because I didn't feel safe.
Did you not trust yourself?
They grew in numbers.
No, I could they could sense fear or discomfort. But part of me does wish they were there, as I was talking shit about them to them. Oh well.
Would you be a furry?
If I could get paid. So actually, I used to work at Red Robin, and I think you've
They
heard
have furries at Red Robin?
I was a busboy. I was a busboy at Red Robin, and they would make me dress up as their mascot.
Was it a robin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you just were the tallest figure, or?
It was just my turn the barrel, I guess.
So I used to do the Easter Bunny when I worked at Kmart for like 18 years. Every year I did the Easter Bunny, and like the costumes that I would get would be more and more elaborate, to the point where literally the costume that I had this one year was $1,000. And so like I'd get to keep the costumes at the end of my term of being Easter Bunny, and I would sit around the house. So I had a band called Horror Magnet, and the thing is we would like play in bunny rabbit costumes. So we would practice, and after everyone would leave, I would still be in my bunny rabbit costume, and I would sit on the couch and hit my bong and shit and just like be in the costume. Dude, I like, for real, there was just something about it where it was just like being in that costume and the furry. It was just so comfortable. It was just like,
no, I mean,
I'm stressed out right now.
I know! You should be! You should be! There was one of those things just like,
now you know how I felt last night. And this is just like you vicariously felt. I felt it full force. I'm like,
what were they dressed as?
All right, so the first one was kind of like a blue fox with like rainbow highlights on it. Or I had the tail sticking out.
Yeah, was the tail up?
Keep going.
The tail was up?
It was like a husky tail.
There, right up. You can see the asshole? You see the asshole?
No, thankfully I didn't see that. But he had the tail, he had the blue husky gloves, and a big cartoony husky helmet. And he walked in, like there was a rave happening right afterwards, so that explains it. Of course, yeah. But we didn't know. We didn't know this was happening. And first was him, then there was like a furry dragon.
Okay.
That's a scaly.
A scaly.
A scaly.
Okay.
Everybody's learning tonight.
Yes.
We are.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like it's like you learn something, but your IQ goes in the opposite direction. It's like antimatter.
Have you ever wondered what your IQ? Have you ever had an IQ test?
Long time ago. I don't even know. I think it was like.
Do you know what you scored on the IQ test?
I'm trying to remember. I want to say I got like a 186.
All right, so that's
is that good?
Yeah. Like anything above 80. Like if you could do above 80, you're fine.
Is that ACT?
I'm taking the ACT in a month. Yeah. Because because I drafted Aaron Rodgers on my NFL team for fantasy, so I was like, you know what? The punishment is like loser has to take the ACT.
Oh,
like you
shit.
take it with like 17, 16-year-old kids with dreams. So like I'm gonna roll in there. I'm gonna be like smoking cigs. Be like, shit.
I have life experience.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken?
Because I lost a bet.
Nick, have you ever had like any type of test that shows that you're like a genius or anything?
Oh, dude, I mean, like, I took
Or
like
autistic.
standardized testing, like ACT.
I feel we're all retarded. How do you know if you're retarded? Do you know if you're retarded? Like, do you have to be retarded? Do you think retarded people have to be told that they're retarded? Or do you, like, just realize, like, I'm retarded?
I think they're too happy to know.
Right! Right! Exactly!
Yeah.
Like being gay!
I've never seen a depressed, retarded person.
Yeah,
Dude,
Hi. Hello.
That is
Am
true.
I fucking invisible to you?
So
well, that's autism. There's
short.
a difference.
So she started watching this cooking show where it's like 3 Down syndrome dudes trying to cook. Have you ever anybody seen this?
No.
It's like 3 Down syndrome dudes trying to fucking cook a recipe and the holy fucking shit. And then they're like, they eat it afterward, and you're like, there's no fucking way after watching it being prepared that I would eat this.
It's even scarier when they grab knives.
And you watch them. Holy shit! Just watching them just trying to like cut shit and everything. You're like, oh my god, there's a finger about to be lost. Like you can see the finger about to come off.
Does the winner get to work at O'Charlie's? Is that like the?
I think that is.
Is this just on YouTube, right?
It is on YouTube. Like I never thought. Like for me, I was like, I was asking her. I was just like, are they making fun of these guys, or is it these guys actually putting on video? Like they're getting, hey, Dylan, put the video together. We'll cook. I don't understand exactly what the fuck it is, man.
Can you pull it up right here for us?
She could probably pull it up.
Sounds. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like it's something that's supposed to be wholesome.
I'm stressed out.
It starts off as being wholesome, but then like when they start to getting into it, you're just like, who are the guys on the sideline filming this? Obviously, these people are fucking doing this on purpose.
Where do you even look up for that?
Retard. Just type in retard cooking. Type in retard cooking. Down syndrome. Is this all being aired? Is this on air? Are we just, okay.
No.
Yes, right there. Holy shit.
Holy shit! And one of them's Asian.
Yes. Well, I mean, he's got Down syndrome. You really can't tell. Yeah, you can't tell he's Asian. They all look Asian.
You know what?
They're just all fucking.
Hey, if you're grabbing a Coke, would you grab me a beer?
Like you never thought I could have.
You know what's funny?
Right there. Is this on? Are we watching this?
I mean, y'all are watching it, but the audience is not watching.
Put it on for the audience for a second.
Hang on,
Just for a second.
hang on. First off, this isn't fair. One of the guys' name is Digby.
Yes.
The name of
just
the
for a second.
channel,
B. Webster.
The name of the channel is Get Down.
Okay, now
with
that's
Sean
awesome.
and Harley.
That
Just
is
for a second.
awesome.
Show it for a second.
I can't.
I can't.
You know what else is funny? I'm pretty sure John is conjuring up an evil plan to get your login information so he can delete himself from this episode.
I'm in this. I was in this 3 shots ago. But like, this is called the Brotherhood, all right? This is the Brotherhood.
But there's things like that exist. It's just to me to the point where it's like I think people are now starting to take a joke. Before, like we were going through this period where people were wanting the virtue signal and wanting to like have their turn.
It's played
being
out.
mad.
It
Right. I think it's time that we can start laughing again. Right? Can we start laughing again?
Have you seen the video of the kid who's like 9 years old? He goes to Ground Zero, and it's like 2 months after it happened, and he's like asking New Yorkers like, is it time for us to laugh again? And then like this one person was just like, you know, like, I don't know, is like, it's just like this, and he just does these super. It's on YouTube.
He's a
like,
9-year-old?
He's like 9 years old, and these like people from like MTV paid him to go ask, like, is it time for us to laugh again? He's like, well, I'm just like really sad. He's like, yeah, because there used to be 2 buildings here. Is what the kid says. It's so messed up, but like, you know, I think it is time for us to laugh again.
Oh yeah, definitely long overdue. It's been played out. I was like exhausted by it, and it was like, you know what? Like if that's how you feel, have an idea. Let's not hang out. It's like, you know what? If you like, this happened to me on Tinder. Like some of the profiles, like if you
Tinder.
Yeah. So yeah, this is actually a genius move. A lot of girls will preemptively set the terms in which you reject them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be like, if you're a racist, homophobic, then go ahead and swipe left. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing it. Not because you're 3.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah. We're not gonna hang out? Oh no.
This has been like. This is like us climbing up the mountain of interviews.
Dude, it really has been.
I
just took a little alcohol.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
like-
if I'm the peak, then this is pathetic.
We've been doing a lot at this table.
There's been a lot done.
There's been a lot of good things. A lot of memories have been made.
Tony, what are your upcoming gigs?
So, the final up-down show of the year is on Wednesday,
Hey,
October 18th.
how are those going, man?
It's going great.
All right.
It's
What's the
going-
turnout on those?
Doing pretty good. We had a really great year. Obviously, it's summer's no longer, so people are kind of taking it easy now. But
Been the last 3 months, right? 4 months.
Oh yeah. It's been really good. We have one more left in the year. That's on October 18th at 8 p.m. at Up Down. Then we're gonna hit pause again for the winter, and we'll be back in the spring of next year. And now we're gonna be doing it twice a month next year. So it's gonna be a good time.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. And other than that, I think I have. There we go. A super duper secret clean show I'm doing in December 7th.
Super duper clean.
Super duper clean. Super
So
duper secret.
there are a lot of clean shows out there. Do you have a bigger turnout with the clean shows, or do you have?
This is gonna be the first. Well, I've done clean material, but this is the first legit clean show I've done. I'll be doing, but from understanding, it's more incentive to write clean. So and people will turn out for those. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Well, hey man, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Let's give it up one more time for Tony and everybody else coming out. Let's give it up one more time for John and Nick, man, for coming out and hosting.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
fuck yeah.
Where am I?
Anytime you guys want to come out and host, you guys just hit me up. You guys are here.
Yes.
And on that note, Male Fascist Pig, also known as Sloan from the band One Nation Under Control, is going to play us out. Give it up one more time. One Nation Under Control.
Yeah.
Mr. Shepherd give me blood from your kin. Hey, Mr. Shepherd give me blood from your kin. Mercy, help me, mercy, got you now, got you now, I don't know who I am. Where do I begin? Your name is Cain. You are banished to this land. Mercy, help me, mercy, got you now. roll away. Got you now. Roll away. Roll away. Roll away. Mr. Shepherd Man, give me blood from your kid. Hey, Mr. Shepherd Man, give me blood from your kid. Say hey, help me. Well, say hey, got you now. Oh, got you now. Oh, well. Say hey, help me. Say hey, got you now. Roll away, got you now. Roll away. Thank you guys. Thanks to all the comedians who came on tonight.